Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to another 7 o'clock premiere. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit the subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it if you're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I am tired. You can already tell. But listen, there was a story out in February out of Miami-Dade, Florida. Shout out Miami-Dade, that I did not cover. And you guys were sending me this to get on it, but I had a full plate at that time. And it's about this goofball right here. This guy would get no leniency from me or sympathy for what he did. Willful error. This guy right here that you see is Antonio Wilcox Jr., 25 years old. This guy crashed into the back of looked like a Nissan Altima with 8 people in it. 2 adults, 6 children. The children died. I think it was only 1 survivor, and so did the grandma. And you'll see the names of these people, and may they all rest in peace. Some of them wasn't siblings. They was all celebrating going to a movie. And this guy, Mr. Wilcox, one eye bigger than the other. We talked about that. This guy, drunk, speeding on a regular street, ran into the back of them at 99 miles an hour, making them crash into a SUV in front of them, sandwiching the kids in the car. This is tragic. The reason why we're talking about this today, now this happened in February, the reason why we're talking about it now is because body cam video has come out of the crash scene. And it was very tough to watch, man. I got to be honest with you. But I want you to notice how violent this crash was. Besides the damage, there's one thing you didn't hear, and it was children crying in distress. That's what makes this all the more eerie. Let's go to the original story, then we'll go to the new video that was dropped. Check it out.
New details tonight in the deadly crash that killed 3 young children and their grandmother in Miami Gardens. Police have arrested and charged Antonio Wilcox Jr. Investigators say he was driving at nearly 100 miles per hour when he crashed into the other car, which had 8 people inside.
NBC6's Kim Winters live at the Broward County Jail this evening with the latest. Kim.
Yeah, that's right. Wilcox has been charged with 4 counts of vehicular homicide. This as family members of the surviving victims pray for a miracle.
This is the mugshot of 25-year-old Antonio Wilcox Jr., now charged with the deadly crash which killed 3 children and their grandmother Saturday night. Police say Wilcox was allegedly driving 99 miles per hour when he crashed into a white Nissan Altima near Northwest 170th Street and 37th Avenue in Miami Gardens.
Mr. Wilcox was driving at approximately 99 miles per hour, accelerating at the point of impact. The throttle was all the way down.
Investigators say 8 people were inside the car, including 5 children and 3 adults who were all on their way to the movies to celebrate a birthday. Police say Wilcox was driving under the influence and will be tested for additional factors that may have contributed to his impairment. 3 children, Ariana Johnson, Azaria McCall, and their brother Kamari Graham, who was celebrating his 10th birthday, were killed. Their grandmother Rosa Jones was also killed. A family friend tells us that the children's mother, Danica, is still in the hospital but is unresponsive. Another sibling, 13-year-old Kamira Graham, is in critical condition.
My firstborn, my baby.
7-year-old Cyrus Rankin was also in the car and remains in critical condition. We spoke with his mother yesterday, who didn't want to show her face.
He's such a good kid. My first baby, my everything. I had him at 15, and he's been by my hip since. Never let him go with anybody. He's always with me, so I'm just please asking everybody to please pray, please, please.
And Wilcox was arrested back in 2022 in Collier County for battery. That case was later dismissed. For now, we're reporting live in Fort Lauderdale. Kim Wynn, NBC6 News.
Today, a one and only exclusive new video showing the police response to a tragic crash in Miami Gardens that killed 5 people, including children.
We want to warn you it may be tough to watch. Local 10's Rosh Lowe joining us live with a closer look at this exclusive video. Rosh.
Heartbreaking to watch because we know what the end result would be, but you could hear it in the voices of those who responded to the scene back in February. At first, they didn't know exactly what they were dealing with, and then they understood the harsh reality. They were dealing with many children.
You got it? Come on, I got it. Go ahead. Keep breathing.
When police first responded to the scene in Miami Gardens in February, they knew there were multiple victims. But then...
Oh, there's kids in the car, man. All right, go ahead.
They realize how many children are in that car.
All right.
You can hear in the officer's voice the concern.
What are you trying to do?
I'm pulling it up.
Come on. Babies, there's babies in the car.
You got a pulse?
You got a pulse? Okay, come on.
Check the blue dreads right here.
Here, Lauren, hold on. Pull her out. Here.
The race was on to save lives. These children would lose their lives February 8th. Police say Antonio Wilcox was driving 99 miles per hour when he slammed into the white car that you see here, the victims inside. It was crushed against the SUV. 10-year-olds Iriana Johnson and Kamari Graham, 8-year-old Azaria McCall, and their grandmother, Rosa Mary Jones, died on impact. 13-year-old Kamira Graham would also pass away. The siblings' mom, Donica Johnson, survived.
Everybody back. He's breathing.
Hey, help me carry that baby. What baby?
The first responders clearly impacted as well by everything, the wreckage, the damage, the lives lost, the children. They hold on to that glimmer of hope.
Hey, a lot of them got saved, dog. A lot of them are breathing.
So much was done to try and save these little lives, taken too soon. This was a tragedy that impacted a lot of people in the Miami Gardens community, but now when you see this video, as I mentioned at the very beginning, it's just absolutely heartbreaking to think of these first responders getting here and thinking they could save lives, and they did their very best. But at the end of the day, 5 people, 4 children lost their lives. One final note this evening, Mom did survive. We did reach out to her. She's out of state, being cared for by her dad, did not want to come on camera or make a statement, obviously living through a nightmare.
That's the story of these people that lost their life tragically. And I mean, it's upsetting to even hear or just even fathom that. Just watching that video just gave me chills because you did not hear any children crying in pain or distress. They were basically, a lot of them, gone at that time. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a horrific car accident. Sometimes, man, people look just as bad as the vehicle. They just inside of it. And for some dude at his age, 25 years old, to be so irresponsible. I mean, damn, you drunk. I think they said in another video, because I kept up with it, he was high off of another substance. Either way, you reckless with your life and other people pay the price. He survived that shit. Now, I will say this. This is why seatbelts are important. 10 people in the car, bunch of kids, only 5 seatbelts in a regular size or mid-size or full-size vehicle. You got 2 passengers, you got the driver and passenger, you got 2 passengers in the back, and you had that restraint seatbelt in the middle. I call that the death belt. And you got other children in there that ain't got no seatbelts on. Gotta be honest, man. Damn, man. I mean, this whole thing bothers me, and you don't want to say nothing about people that lost their life, but we have to be smart here. We have to be smart. 10 people in a car that small was never a good idea. Do they deserve to die? No. But a lot of people don't think about things because it has never happened, and it can happen, and it's tragic. You as a driver may be a good driver, maybe a responsible driver, but you cannot base your driving skills on somebody else. And if they're going to do the right thing when they're behind the wheel and things like this happen, this guy, like I said, would get no leniency from me. As soon as he sobered up, I'd show him all them graphic photos and say, this is what you did. This is caused by you and your willful error and silliness that you did. At 25 years old, you should have known better, especially as a young man. At 25, I was responsible. I would never be caught doing no stupid shit like that, so I can't feel for it. And I take him and show him the daisies immediately. Mother, the only survivor. She's in another state still recuperating. She lost everything. Everything. And going 100 miles an hour along that seatbelt thing, keeping it real, I'm more than sure you couldn't survive that even if you had seatbelts on, you know, being sandwiched between an SUV and a car going 100 miles an hour that bends your car like an accordion with babies in it. I'm done with this, man. This is bothering me. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Condolences to the family and peace to the fallen. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.